There are a lot of reflections of your reality right now that are demanding your attention. And all of you need to begin to revisit the dynamic of your deeply held beliefs, because so many of you have, what shall we say, have been involved with the dynamic of the status quo of, what's the word we're looking for here?
Normalcy bias.
Yeah, normalcy bias, of the dynamic of normalcy bias that, now, but please understand us that between the first lockdown and now with this attempt at a second lockdown, and with all of the stuff that's happening in the dynamics of your shall we call this one a selection as well? Well, that's going to be a dynamic of what's the outcome going to be, and as you examine your own position, as your own feelings in these dynamics, if you are considering yourself a spiritual person, then you must step out of the either or. You must step out of the black and white. You must step out of these dynamics, and you must be willing to consider objectively the truth of the dynamic. And we would say to you that you all know the partial truth, but none of you know the complete truth. But that between now and the 14th of December, the real truth will begin to be revealed. Now, so many of you in this dynamic, you find that you become frightened, you become afraid of the dynamic, and we wish to tell you there is nothing to be afraid of. You are making a natural step. Just as you were not able to discern, those of you that have been on the planet for a while, just as you have never been able to discern that exact moment when you move from childhood to adolescence, so too you are not going to be able to discover your movement into your adulthood until you begin to make some adult choices about yourself and about your world. So many of you are facing an existential crisis right now because you have trusted the bureaucracy of your government, and your government has left you high and dry. The way that you are going to be able to face this storm is by coming together, is by joining. You do not have to be the same. And you do not all have to be martyrs, although there is a dynamic that is being pushed upon you. And as you accept that dynamic, as it interferes with your life, and those of you that have no interference in your lives right now, we would say hold on to that. You are blessed. You are blessed. Because so many right now, and we would say the vast majority of you that we speak of, are having crises, remembrances, guilts. I coulda, shoulda, woulda, if I had only, you know. These are purposeful. This is the dark night of the soul between now and the 21st of December. The light will begin to increase after the winter solstice for sure. And with it, so too will the dynamic of energy begin to change, begin to shift. And so you don't have to hold on for too much longer, but you are going to need to hold on. You need to look for the truth within your heart. You need to look for that spark of the divine, that when you are cognizant of that spark of the divine that exists in your heart, when you are aware of it, when you are cognizant of it, you move to that place where all earthly humanity is going. That place of connection and caring and compassion, with that and at the same time being able to celebrate the dynamic of individuation and the movement from the collective understanding of God got us all that is to an individual understanding of God got us all that is. And because of that, that is your shared connection. No matter what your religion is, no matter what your belief is, be it secular, be it spiritual, it doesn't really matter. If you believe that there is something more than you, find that spark of life that exists in your heart, and you will begin to learn. You will begin to know. You will begin to trust the truth of you, that you are, each and every one of you, divine beings manifested in physical bodies, whether you are from this planet or not. All right, dear ones. We'll end today on a little bit of a thrill.